It's like 500 carols. It's the best draft of the year. Say hello to friends you know, songs you love to hear. Cody and Kirk will be down with Frank and Big. Somebody get Andrew, he will want to sing. It's like 500 carols. It's the best draft of the year. Oh, by golly, don't forget to go and buy our shit. Technically, I think it's still on the store. So
it is still on the video store.
Yeah, you need a stocking stuffer, go get a like 500 Stones mug.
Yeah, do that, guys. Support the video store. They're still letting us promote on their page, so they're letting us do something at least. But hey, guys, welcome back to the new Like 500 Stones, Like 500 Takes channel. Introduction to our new channel, where we will be doing new things as well as finishing up on the Off Our Stone series with our dear friend Cody Newberry, who is here today. Cody, Christmas music. You seem like a bowl full of jelly. What do you think about the Christmas season?
I'm pretty sure that was a fat joke, and I don't appreciate that one.
He called you fat.
That's basically what you just did. No, I own 33% of the channel because I throw ideas and make you guys do them. So cool. Yeah, this should be fun. And I'm excited because I got two old guys in Brooklyn. So I'm basically going to be able to get some modern shit. So that's going to be fun because everybody else is going to be like, them good old days where we didn't have electricity in all the towns. Like, we had to have candle lights. They'll draft what they draft. I'll draft what I want, and I'll have the better draft.
Kirk, you have a Santa hat on. I know that you're a big fan of the Christmas season. Tell us your thoughts on how this is going to go for you today.
Yeah, I know I'm in general more of a movie guy than I'm a music guy, but doing several shows about Christmas movies, I realized that Christmas music is much better than Christmas movies. So I'm happy to hear me talking about something that there's actually a lot of good things. I don't know what Cody's going to draft modern. He could have it. But I'm hoping I'd like to win this. I'm hoping to be able to ruin at least one Christmas song forever for Cody. If I can make that happen, it'll be a happy holiday for everybody.
Are you going to draft the song that the Kingsmen think is a great song?
That's one of the modern ones you're talking about, I assume. I thought that was yours.
I'm going to leave that to somebody else. I'm going to leave it to somebody else.
All right, guys. So there's going to be a few rules to this draft. Basically, if someone picks, let's say, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, because I think no one's going to take that one, hopefully. Let's say Brooklyn picked Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Only one other person will be able to pick a different version of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Then it's gone. No one else can draft that after that. Artist, though, take whoever you want. It doesn't matter. And we're going to go snake style. Each person is going to be drafting 5 songs, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to get this thing started. So I have a number on my board between 1 and 4. Let's start with Brooklyn. Brooklyn can go first.
Number 1.
Then we're going to go to Kirk.
3.
Cody. 2. So that means I will have 4. And it's the 1. So Brooklyn is going to be able to choose if he want what order in the draft he wants to be.
I want to go 4th.
You're going to go 4th. Okay. So between 1 and 3, we're going to start with Cody this time.
3.
Kirk.
2.
Which means I have 1, and it's 2. So, Kirk, you get to pick where you want to be in this draft. You cannot be fourth.
There's two songs I want, and I don't know if we'll get them both in Brooklyn. I'll go one.
Okay, Kirk's going to go first. So, Cody, 1 or 2?
2.
It's 1. I'll go third.
Okay.
So, draft order is
I gotta
going
follow
to
Kirk
be
all night. Dang it.
Kirk, Cody, myself, Brooklyn. So, with that being said, Kirk, you have the first overall pick for Christmas music. What are you taking?
I got two. I know I got two songs and on my mind, and they're both not going to make it to me. So I think I'm going to take the song. Yeah, I'm going to go with. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure here.
So many
I'm going to go with the Queen of Christmas, who is, of course, Darlene Love. I'm going to go with Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home as the number 1 overall pick.
Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home. Okay. Tell us a little bit about why.
I just love this song. There's a reason you hear it everywhere. There's a reason why it's like in every Christmas movie. I think it just has such a great energy. It has like a really good just story to it. About that lonely at Christmas time kind of feel that you get from a lot of Christmas music. But I think the music and the beat is so good. The guitar, there's that opening riff, that bass line is just really good. The sax solo is fantastic. It was always great, hearing it on Letterman every year. That tradition is really cool. So I think there's just a lot of really cool Christmas stuff around this. And it's also just a really great, like rock kind of song, but also it feels very much like Christmas. It doesn't feel like they're trying to turn a rock song into a Christmas song. It feels like a perfect blend of both. So it's one of my all-time favorites. So that's my number 1 pick.
I'll talk about this one next. I think this is a really good song. I enjoyed it a lot. I think Darlene Love has the right kind of voice for this song. I think the backing vocals are really good. This is the number 1 overall pick, though, to me is a little weird. I personally just think that there are better options available at this moment. Top tier choice, though, I just don't. Number 1 overall choice is a little strange to me. Cody, let's go to you next.
I mean, bar classic in a show like this is wrong yet again on his opinion. I think this is clear. If there's a 1-1, I do believe this version of this song has been sung by a lot of different people, and I think I think this is like one of those quintessential songs that is pretty much done well by a lot of different people. So if you want to say that, I agree. But this is wear out the song during the holidays. Like, I love this song. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Every version of it. I think Darlene Love has an incredible voice, so I don't doubt it. If he wasn't taking it, I had strong considerations from taking it too. I think this is as clear 1-1 as you can possibly find and for me personally on the holiday.
All right, Brooklyn, who are you siding with?
No, I'm siding with Kirk here. I think it's a smart one. Maybe not the strategy I would have went, knowing everyone else on the panel. I might have tried to steal. But yeah, especially when you get into that like near the end part, like she's like repeating just like please come home, and then you get the little piano build up in it as well. I know I've talked on the show before, like that big like wall of sound style. It really works with this, especially like the backing vocals when there's like Christmas is like the kind of the opening of the line, and then she kind of comes into it. But yeah, this is just a good first rounder.
Okay, so Cody, you're up next. What is your number 1 pick?
I wanted 1, I couldn't get it, but Kirk didn't take it, so it's White Christmas by the Drifters. It is my quintessential Christmas song. I don't think there's ever been a version like this either. I don't think anybody's ever come close to this song since then. I have so much fun with it. It's a great family song too, because the kids like it, like everybody. It just puts me right into that spirit. So yeah, White Christmas with the Drifters. I had one like ironed out. I needed this song, or I'd be pissed the rest of the draft. Thank you, Kirk, for not drafting it. So yeah, White Christmas with the Drifters.
Brooklyn, what do you think about this one?
I kind of lost some of the taste on it. I think there are elements that work, like the children listen and you get like the really high harmonies in the end, but the whole like I that part I think hasn't really aged that well. It's still a really really good song, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to tip picks, but I think there's other versions of this song that might be a little more refined. I think this one walked so that others could run.
If this one walked so that others could run, it means that it's definitely not the version that came before this version. So now I'm very curious to see what version of this song you've got.
Can't wait to hear Megan Trainor's version of this song.
I'll go next. I always tend to go back and forth between this version and the Bing Crosby version, which I like more, to be honest with you. It depends on my mood that day, to be honest with you. But also to say that no one does it like this. You forget that the Eagles' offensive line covered this song, and Jordan Mailata absolutely kills this. But yeah, no, it's a very fun.
I wish they could cover Michael Parsons. How about that?
Oof. No one can cover Michael Parsons, which is the problem in the NFL.
You got your ass kicked last night. You were going to talk about your offensive line. Interesting move.
Okay, Kirk.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Cody. That's your present. I was in the holiday spirit, and I let you have this one. No, this is a great song. This is definitely a first rounder. Again, I think similar to my pick, where it has like a vibe and a groove to it that is just a lot of fun, but it still captures a lot of Christmas magic. I just love where you go from that deep bass to that real high voice and how they just, interplay throughout the song. And just the boom, 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 boom. It's just, I love that, like that, the repetition to that is really cool. So, no, this is another one where, you play this all year and it's at the top of the list. So, very solid pick.
Okay. So we are going to me with the third overall pick. And look, it may not be my favorite Christmas song, but we're going to put a poll up after this. And if I'm going to win that poll, I'm going to pick All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Let's be honest. There's a reason that this song goes to number 1 on the charts every year it comes out. It's absolutely infectious. Sonically, it just is very joyous. And it kind of does have that kind of like that feel of like chill in the air and stuff like that. It's an iconic piece, and Mariah Carey sounds absolutely fantastic on it. Other people have tried to do it. Michael Bublé has tried to do it. No one can capture the same festive energy that the Mariah Carey version can. Cody made a face immediately when I picked this, so let's go to Cody.
I mean, if we're picking best Christmas songs, this is not in there. If you want to do the best pander pick of all time and get people on your side that have smooth brains, fine, pick it. Yes, it's a quintessential in the playlist. I listen to it; it's fine. But if you want to talk about a song that has lost steam over the years, it's this song. Like when it came out and stuff, I really enjoyed it. Now overall, it's like all the memes ruin it. Like, oh, that calendar turns, it's Black Friday. Oh, here comes Mariah Carey out of her den to come back to start singing. I mean, it's fine. Like, again, If you want to,
it's like Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers, just like popping up every.
After 10,000 years, I am finally free. I'm saying if you want to give Kirk shit for Baby Please Come Home, this is like, sure, like as chalk as you can get, put it on the board just to help your case to pander, but no way this song ranks as high for you as all the other Christmas songs. There's no way. If this is your favorite Christmas song in 2023, listen, you need help.
All right. Kirk, let's go to you.
I don't think it's a terrible pick. I do think that like it's one of those movies or one of those songs where the marketing has helped it, but also hurt it, where it's kind of been deemed the anthem of Christmas. And I just feel like there's better song. Look, this movie, I keep saying movie, I don't know why. This song,
because that's all we talk about normally.
Exactly. There are Christmas songs that I've been listening to a lot longer in my life, and that I've heard a lot more, that I'm not as sick of as I am this song. So I get the strategy of picking it first round, but it wouldn't have been a first round pick for me.
And Brooklyn.
Yeah, it doesn't get as played as much. I think there are other songs that have kind of taken it over. But yeah, like in a vacuum, I think it's really good. Like the piano in it is really good, and then like the bridge. Oh, the lights are shining, something. But yeah, like if this is an election, I guess if you're trying to get votes, this is the one you need to have out front. Like, oh, I had to pick this one first overall, and I don't think it would have made it past second round. So I understand why.
Okay. All right, Brooklyn, you're up with the fourth pick.
Okay, so I know what one of them is going to be, but it's going to be the second one. I just got to figure out which one it is.
You're going back to back. Like
it's not like you've had 3 picks before this to try to decide what you're going to draft.
I know. So then I'm going to go the Andrew route then. And I'm going to go the Christmas song "Chestnuts Roasting Over an Open Fire" by Nat King Cole. I think from a musical perspective, it's just one of the most intricate. Like it's a range almost like in a jazz style. A lot of complex chords and whatnot, and it just tells like a really cool story. Especially when it's like, although it's been said many times, many ways, like "Merry Christmas to You," like it seems like it's one that's you can kind of they can kind of give it to all ages and whatnot. And then you get the little like kind of pre-chorus, and they know that Santa's on its way, lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and then just the little bend in like the line of like every mother's child is going to smile to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Like there's like a hope and kind of whimsy to him. Nat King Cole has a really good voice for this. Like there's a couple of songs that you could really pick for this slot. But when you're thinking of like either Christmas morning or Christmas night and you're opening presents, this is the song you got to throw
on. Let's go to Kirk first for this one.
This is like the vanilla ice cream of Christmas music.
Wow.
It's good. It's very solid. I mean, I can't say anything bad about it. But there's nothing about this song that excites me. Like if I walk in your house on Christmas, I'm like, oh, this sounds nice. But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, everybody be quiet so I can hear the song. It's just, and again, maybe it's because it's one of the songs I've heard so much. But it's not honestly, I have a list here. It wasn't even on my list. And I think that's just reflective of my attitude towards the song. It's like it comes on, you listen to Christmas music on the radio, it comes on like, oh, that's great. But it's not something that I'll put on and choose to listen to myself. Or at least there's a lot of other songs that I would pick before this.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite Christmas songs. I love listening to this every year. Shut up, Cody.
I'm shocked. I'm just saying.
This is like one of the earliest Christmas songs that I can remember. I had like the Now That's What I Call Christmas like double disc, and this would always be the first song on that album. And I just recently, I want to say like back in June or something like that, I went to karaoke, and these two idiots, and I mean that in an endearing way, these two idiots decide that they're gonna do this version of this song for karaoke, and the entire place was just going nuts and loving it. So yeah, I love this one. I really do. Cody,
Listen,
Marty.
this is called fifth round value right now, and you took it in round one. This is fifth round. It sits there. It could be there at the end, and I don't think it moves. This is background music at the holidays. This isn't like, oh, I'm going to put this on. And I think it also loses it because the Christmas song, once you put the Christmas song on a poll, it's going to lose people because they're like, the Christmas song? What are you talking about? Oh, chestnuts roasting over. That's what they know it as. They don't know it's a Christmas song. So I think you messed up on two different things, two different fronts.
Not everybody is like you, where they need to hear the song. Because like you, I don't need to sing "I Write Sins Not Tragedies" by Panic at the Disco for you to know what that song is. Like, not every song needs to have the chorus as the song.
But if you just reading a poll without song and said the Christmas song, would that jump off the page?
When we covered this song on, when we covered this song on,
I have this on my list.
Yeah, I was about to say we covered this on Off Our Stones, Cody. You loved the fact that it was
I that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, we're drafting on this point. As songs in general, I'm okay with background music whenever it is. But I'm saying if you're drafting, you can get this in the fifth round. You don't have to take this 1-1.
I don't know. This would have gone like maybe in the third round.
And somebody brought in a poll that me and Kirk did not know about until the third pick overall, and then then both people after us said, oh, we're going to help with I'm going to go in the same veins of Bar and do this for this. So now you're all under fire. I'm going to light you on fire and put you outside. It's over for you. Like, what? No, this is not going to do well on a poll if you just put the Christmas song. Don't put just the Christmas song. See what happens.
The joys of having your own show and then springing it on your guests. All right, Brooklyn. You have the first overall pick of the second round. What are you going with?
So yeah, this was my for sure second pick because I knew that it wasn't. I don't think it was going to get back to me. Thank you, Kirk, for showing me this song. I think it was like a couple of years ago now, but this is a Christmas essential. It's Frank Sinatra's version of "It Came Upon a Midnight Clear." I think this is the perfect song to play on the drive home at Christmas Eve after midnight. Just like there's a weird kind of like haunting, eerie kind of vibe to it, especially the backing vocals at the start, how they kind of float and whatnot. And then Frank just has like this really impressive kind of delivery. It's a very bold kind of approach to it and whatnot. And especially when you get to the like glorious song of old and you get these get the rising vocals out of the back and whatnot. There's a moment in the third verse where they do the first line and then it just cuts to a complete halt. And I like those kind of pauses in songs. It's just like, it's light and pretty, and I knew it wasn't going to come back to me, so I wanted to pick it now.
Obviously Kirk knows this song pretty well, so I'm going to send it over to him first.
Yeah, no, this is a great pick. I'm trying to determine. I like hopefully have one artist only on my per song on my list. So I'm trying to figure out what my Sinatra song would be. This was the top of my list for Sinatra. This is a beautiful song. Brooklyn used the word haunting. It's great. It really captures like a Christmas kind of melancholy. What's great about the song is the silences and the use of silence. Like Brooklyn says, he'll sing a line and there's just it's almost like you just hear the nothing behind it. It's like he's like you imagine him like out on a snowy night outside with nothing around him. It just captures that feeling so well. And I just this is just one of my favorite Christmas songs, like classic style Christmas songs in general. And I think this is definitely the best version of it.
Cody, your thoughts?
I mean, if we had to vote somebody off the island for just drafting terrible picks back to back, Brooklyn would be shot out of a cannon tomorrow. Grandma drinks one spiked eggnog and she's passed out by Brooklyn Selection. Holy shit. There's not an upbeat tempo to be found in either one of these songs. They're at a dread. Also, I think it's fine overall. Like, again, had I listened to it more than once in my lifetime, probably not, but nowhere near my board. Maybe Kirk was taking it next. I don't know, but if Kirk is, like, good for Kirk. But this is nowhere near the top 6 songs. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is. I've never heard this version. Never heard this version in my life. And I think I know why, and it's because this song has never been one of my favorites. I've always kind of felt this more of like a dirge than anything. So I mean, Frank Sinatra is Frank Sinatra. He's got like one of the greatest voices of all time. But yeah, it's just this one's not for me, to be honest with you.
I was the same way as you. I did not like playing the song in church, but I think this one will convert you.
I don't know. I was listening to it while y'all were talking, and didn't work then. So I'll try it later. All right. So moving on to my number 2 pick, and I don't know what I'm gonna go with at the moment. I'm kind of between 3. Do I go with like the classic one, or do I go with the one that I just really love the most? Or do I go with the one that just kind of like the one that everyone knows, like right away? And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm not gonna take the one that I thought I was going to originally. Okay. I am going to go with A Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives. Yeah, I know it's another old bar pick, but let's be honest with ourselves. The moment you hear "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas," like you know what time it's that time of year for you. Burl Ives just sounds fantastic. It's just a festive, joyous, cheerful song. The "Kiss Her Once for Me" line is just like so charming. Yeah, this one, it's not Christmas time for me until I hear this version of this song. So let's go to Brooklyn for this one first.
Yeah, this one was on my list. You can see him almost as you hear the song.
I only see him as that snowman from the Rudolph, like the Red-Nosed Reindeer special.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Like, there's some really cool chord progressions in it as well, especially you get to like the ho ho and the mistletoe hung where you can see. But yeah, and then just like there's like a slight kind of raspiness I think that he has in his voice. And this one has been covered exceptionally well. The one that I don't think it's going to get picked, but the Lady A version has a really nice kind of charm to it as well, and just like the bounciness overall in the song, I think is really good.
Cody.
I just don't know what we're doing here. That's fine. You're right. I won't be like the Scrooge of the entire episode. It's a good song. I'm just sitting over here worried about like, oh, will my pick get taken? Will this? And then you guys come out with these things. I'm just like, yeah, not on my list. We're fine. But yeah, I can't hear the song without thinking of the snowman. And that just shows like the staying power of the song. So no, it's a good one.
And Kirk.
No, I think that's a great pick. I love this. This is one of my favorite Christmas songs. I think it just, like you said, Bar, like it really captures like the joy, the enthusiasm, and like the little kid like youthfulness of Christmas. And you know, I also think of that scene from Rudolph when this is played. I think that's just such a great scene, such a happy scene, such a great end to that program. So this was on my short list, so I think it's a good pick.
All right, so Cody, we're gonna go to your number 2 pick.
I don't know how probably after I've given so much shit, this is going to be fun to get shit back. But I'm going with
Pretty Boys.
This is one that has multiple versions that I think all are acceptable, but this is the one that always hits for me. It is the live version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen. It is so much fun. He gets so into it, and it's such a fun song to sing. I think there's one version that you can say could be better, but I think as he does it live and gets into it with the audience, I think that's what makes the song way better. So yeah, Santa Claus is Coming Down, Bruce Springsteen. The boss.
We're gonna say Brooklyn for last.
He
Kirk.
loves the boss.
It's not a bad song. It's another one. I don't know if I maybe have some like personal negative connotation to it, just for like the situations I've heard it in my childhood. But the thing I love about this song is how much I don't know who was in the chat. We talked about it. How much the crowd is just not into it. And you could tell, like, this is you could tell this is being recorded at a concert in June, and everybody, they were like, "Okay, guys, hold on a second, we're going to record a Christmas song real fast," and they were like, "We do not care at all," and but he gives it his all, and it's fun and it's cute, so it would have been one of my picks, but I don't think it's coming in the second round. I think it's not bad.
I fucking love this version. I'm also a Springsteen whore, even though I haven't heard that new Golden Globe song. I heard it's bad. Yeah, no, this I just have so much fun with this. You can tell that Springsteen is having the time of his life doing this one. Not the Springsteen and the E Street Band version that song that I would have picked for this, but that's not coming down the line. So, Brooklyn, go ahead. Tell us how much you love the boss.
Listen, guys, it was fun the first time when they were like, "Oh, Clarence wants a new saxophone," but after like the fourth or fifth time, it's no. We don't. I'm not excited for it or whatnot. It gets really fun near the. It gets really fun near the end, like during that actual sax solo, and it starts to pick up. But like. My general gripes with Bruce come into this song where he's like putting unnecessary strain onto his voice, especially when other groups have kind of like hit this song out of the park. But yeah, it's.
Are you gonna pick any of those other versions?
I'm not gonna tip my picks. Cody taught me well in draft rules. You don't tip picks.
I want names. All right. We're going to go to Kirk next.
Okay. I'm getting the two songs I wanted. I'm shocked this made it past Brooklyn. I didn't think there was a chance it was going to, and I'm taking it now because I don't think it's going to come around again. My number 2 is one of my other very favorite Christmas songs to listen to. It's Bare Naked Ladies, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Wiggles.
Yeah. This is just a cool song. Like, if this wasn't a Christmas song and you put like other lyrics to it and you played it in April, this is a really fun song and I will listen to it some more. I just love that upright bass that's playing throughout it. And I'm not a huge Bare Naked Ladies fan, but I think they're just having so much fun with this. And then you turn it, you have that surprise where Sarah McLachlan shows up and it turns into a medley with We Three Kings, and it becomes just completely something else. And I just really like her part of it. I think she does a great job with that song, and it takes another spiritual song and puts a really cool twist on it. So I love the lyrics to it, I love the sound, and this is one that I'm playing nonstop and playing air upright bass to every Christmas.
Brooklyn, I know your thoughts on this song and your feelings on the Bare Naked Ladies in general. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, for the last 10 or 11 years, this is the song that I make sure that I play at least once. I won't get up the guitar in it, but it's just really cool how the main riff just kind of sits on 2 chords and you can kind of create a swing to it and whatnot. I really like Sarah McLachlan's voice in the We Three Kings verses as well, especially like the glorious Now Behold in Her Eyes, King and God and Sacrifice. And then Stephen Page and Ed Robertson come in with some really nice harmonies as well, especially when you do like the Star of Wonder, Star of Night. But it has this really nice kind of swing and tempo to it. The album in general is really cool. But I was like, I kind of wanted to challenge myself not to pick this one because it is a very Brooklyn song. But yeah, I'm happy that this does get picked in general because I knew Kirk was going to, because that moment of he and I both having this as our number one song for Christmas covers is an all-time memory.
So I really like this version a lot. It was on my short list. Upright bass. That upright bass does so much heavy lifting on this song. And I do like all of the way that it works as a medley. It doesn't feel forced. It feels like it's kind of written that way. And it's not like it's two songs, but it's one complete song. Yeah. Cody?
Question. So in the future, he just took two different songs technically. So
technically, but it's recorded as one.
Okay, but so is one of the each still available, or is it only a cover of we can only do a replacement of one?
Ooh, good.
The song is called "We Three Kings." So
when you I think it's listed as exactly as God Rest Ye.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, God Rest You. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I take that back. I said the wrong name. It's God Rest You, Merry Gentlemen is the name of the song. Yeah, my mistake.
Yeah, because if I wanted to take a version of Three Kings, is that going to be the one, or is that now fresh for somebody else taking that? Well, that's one.
I will,
because this is technically a way different song than what those songs separately are.
I will say, because I'm in the Christmas spirit, this counts as its own song, and the other two songs that it's a medley of are free reign.
Okay, that's all I The Wiggles did a good job with this song. When they're left to, when they get to
the Wiggles, come on,
when they get to copy their own. Nope, that fruit is still as fresh as can be, and I will run into the ground, my friend. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Listen, when they don't have to, when they're not in charge of writing their own music and they get to just sing stuff, they sound pretty good. They do a really good job, and this is a really cool song. I think I think We Three Kings is like literally one of my all-time favorite songs. I think it's so well put together, and it's crazy how many spins that song has taken. They're slowed down, sped up, different, sound different. It just makes it's so cool. So this was not on my list because I'm gonna be honest with you, it never crossed my path because me and the Bare Naked Ladies are not totally friends. But overall, this will be added to the playlist. Good choice.
Okay, Kirk, you get to come back around again. What are you picking for your number 3 pick?
Okay, this is tough because I have my last pick locked. I know no one else is going to take it, so I basically have 2 picks left to play with. I'm going to take another personal favorite. I don't know how endangered it is getting picked around me, but this is the song that really just encapsulates pure Christmas joy to me. It's another medley, but I don't think we're going to have a problem because I don't know a lot of people who do either version. I'm going to take Andy Williams' Happy Holidays / Holiday Season.
Okay.
I just love this tune. Like I said, this is something I like when Christmas time starts for me, after Thanksgiving, early December, whenever I'm really ready for Christmas to start. This is the song that I play that I'm okay, now is the time for Christmas, now is the time to party. I just love the mood of it. It's so festive. Andy Williams is just so into it, singing it. I just love the background vocals. Just that happy holidays is so good. So yeah, this is just my go-to secular Christmas song that tells me that Christmas time is here and let's get going.
So I enjoy the energy of this song. There is a festivity that Andy Williams, the rest of the vocalists and the production really infused the life into this song with. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I have never liked Happy Holidays as a song. I think that it feels written by somebody who was just in it for the paycheck and did not have the Christmas spirit in them. It was just like, yeah, it's the holidays. So, whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock. Yeah, that'll work. Those are lyrics. That's festive Christmas music right there. So I'm not a big Andy Williams fan outside of the holiday season. But he really does sell this song very, very well. So I'll give you that. Brooklyn.
Yeah, this was on my short list. Seth MacFarlane loves the fuck out of this song. I think any Christmas song he tries to make, tries to do it in this style. Like it just there's a lot of ham and cheese involved in it, especially like when I hear the song, I almost like kind of do the strut as you're going along, like. And you get the little kind of pre-chorus parts, like the big fat pack upon a stack, lots of goodies for you and for me. And then you get the little horn part, like when he gets to hang around a Christmas tree and the little like blast of it and whatnot. But yeah, this is just full of glee and charm. And yeah, I think I agree with Kirk. This is the one to kind of kick off the holiday season with.
And Cody.
I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I think I've only listened to Happy Holidays. When that other part kicked in, I've never wanted to hit end faster. I don't know if the words work. I don't think the words work very well. Just where it's like a big old peppermint stick for old Saint Nick. Like it's just like it seemed like a greaser back then. Like, hey, let me just throw these little rhymes in. I'm not. I've always heard the beginning. I guess it just never has clicked to the other part. I just never listened to the other part of it, which is I don't know how that's possible, but I didn't know the other one existed. So this was completely safe for me. So, but Brooklyn said, "Son of a bitch," when you picked it. So you did a good job because it probably wouldn't have been there for you. So good job.
All right, Cody. Well, it is your turn. What is your number 3 pick?
I'm literally drafting by myself here. Is what I see. I'm saving things and putting things aside, and like it's not on your guys' register, and that's totally fine, and I feel comfortable with that. I'm going "Sleigh Ride" by the Ronettes. It is the song that literally kicks into Christmas for me. It's the same one, November 1st, when the Christmas tree goes up in my house because Christmas starts early. Because we don't celebrate dead birds except one day. So we just celebrate Christmas for November and December because that's it. So yeah, Sleigh Ride. I think it's so much fun. It's a beautiful story, storytelling. And yeah, it was, I was going to draft it before the other one, but I was like, oh, maybe Kirk. But I remember Kirk doesn't like overly happy things. So I got a shot at this. You're a curmudgeon. Deal with it. Listen, 2 people in this community, if you polled the 2 grumpy people, me and Kirk are both on this show, and people are just don't understand it.
That miserable dirge, Happy Holidays by Andy Williams.
Well, if a young person sung it, you'd hate them.
I was going to go to Brooklyn first, but we're going to treat this as like a debate rule. Cody brought up your name, Kirk. What do you want to say?
No, this is not the Ronettes song I would have picked, but the Ronettes are like a top tier Christmas artist for me. I think it's about the energy. The energy they bring to the Christmas songs they perform are fantastic. I think this, like I said, this is my favorite, but it's a really good one. Good pick. Can't go wrong with them. All
right, Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's a good song. I like the little like bells kind of at the start, really kind of eases you in to like how bombastic it really gets, especially near the end. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't really have much else to say.
Man, I'm gonna sound like the curmudgeon of this episode. I swear to God. I'm not a huge fan of the song Sleigh Ride. I think, in general, I appreciate the wall of sound. I like the instrumentation. The Ronettes are a great group. The song itself, though, I've just never been a big fan of.
But give me Peter Gabriel.
Give me Peter Gabriel all day, baby. If he had a Christmas album, that's all I would listen to.
There's a reason he doesn't.
He's an atheist. I don't know if that. I don't even know if that's true. But all right,
Fucking slander on your first episode. Peter Gabriel just randomly clicked on this YouTube reason. He is out. You ain't getting a like, comment, or subscribe, you bastard.
all right. So I am going next, and I think now is as good a time as ever to pick this one. Let me just double check the name of the group real fast.
What are you doing between picks? What the hell?
I have a list. I'm just double checking myself. So yeah. I'm gonna go with Christmas Time Is Here by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. It's the Christmas Time Is Here from like the Peanuts Christmas movie. I don't know what it is about that song, but I just love the way it sounds. It sounds like
what is it called?
Christmas Time Is Here. There's just something about that child's choir that really invokes the the spirit of not only that particular Christmas special, but just Christmas in general for me. Like that youthful innocence that it just kind of gives me flashbacks to my childhood, that like how much I loved Christmas as a kid. So I know Cody's making faces, so we're gonna go to him last. But Brooklyn, let's go to you first.
Well, if you were ever wanted to lock in a singular vote, Andrew, you have successfully locked in Zach Ford's vote. I think this is like his favorite Christmas song ever. Right up there with Christmas song and like a very jazzy kind of feel to it and whatnot. And like it was weird. It was my experience with it this year. It didn't come on in the mix until a couple days ago, and I was like, oh yeah, this song exists. So I think in the general sense, it's an underrated carol, and I think it may actually help you in the poll.
Kirk.
Yeah, there needed to be Vince Guaraldi representation on this. I had this is not the one I would have picked, but it is great. It's classic. It's classic. It's iconic. It's a great sound. It does get a little heavy on the melancholy, which is something that I don't necessarily need at Christmas time because I have enough of that on my own. But the Charlie Brown in general brings that to the forefront.
Kirk, of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Brown.
Never going to kick that football. But no, I think, like I said, it's not the one I would have taken, but it's still a good pick.
And go ahead, Cody.
God, say it all. This pick sucks. This pick sucks. Brooklyn needed to draft this. This is great background music for his holiday party instead of listening to it. Like,
God,
this song has always reminded me of like. You ever have like a nephew or something? You have to go see their Christmas play or their Christmas like pageant. And they're all singing up there, and they're all tone deaf, and you're miserable. And there's probably a football game on, and you're missing it because they're just singing up there, and they can't carry a tune. This is the song. Like, it's fun. Sing louder. Like what? Whatever. You don't even know what they're saying. They're kids just. I'm just bored out of my freaking mind. Like, I'm looking over at my wife. Like, can I go home? Can we leave yet? Like, no, Timmy's got a solo coming up. I don't care about Timmy. Let's move along.
Okay. Let's see if Brooklyn can do better. Brooklyn.
Okay, so my first of two picks. I'm surprised that nobody has picked him yet. We're going to go to Bing Crosby. But staying in the theme of mashups, we're going to go with his song with David Bowie. And it's Little Drummer Boy / Peace on Earth.
You lost anybody. I know that.
Yeah, I know. If anybody had followed along with the 500 Stones episode, I believe this was on my list of 500 greatest songs. Just the dichotomy that Bing Crosby has with his low baritone and the like the high kind of tenor alto from David Bowie. I'm also a sucker for rounds. Like you get that. And that's how their voices work so well because Bing's is so low, and then you get the little like "Peace on Earth, Can It Be," and like just the horns in it in the back really kind of give it some nice kind of depth to it, and then how they kind of come together, and there's this big swell, and it's like every child must be made aware. I think it's a really cool message. The strings really come in near the end, and I believe Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's a glockenspiel, the little like this the metallic sounding xylophone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool. Like everything kind of works well together, and I'm actually kind of surprised that it made it all the way to the third round, I guess. Yeah.
I'll start with this one. I like this one. I like. First of all, Cody's gonna make a tapioca joke. I know about this, but I love Bing Crosby's music. There's just something about that man's voice that it's just really beautiful to me. And I do like I do like how once again it's a medley that doesn't quite feel like two songs, but it does feel like its own cohesive song. I just don't know how much I love this one more than other ones is my only thing, to be completely honest with you. There's a couple that I do like a lot more than this one. All right, Cody, get your old man joke out of the way.
Was I asleep on the 500 show? We had this song on the list?
And you vetoed it.
Oh, that's why. Okay. I do remember this. Because I went to play it today, and I was like, I turned it on, I was like, oh, nope. And I hit no. These two voices don't go together at all for me. I have no, like, this version of these songs, better separate, not together. Like, I don't want them singing those two voices going together at all. Wes Anderson, stay away from, Jimmy Stewart or whatever. Like, however you want to say that is like, old, new, get away from each other. Separate. Your styles clash. There is just, like, too much. Like, I hope when they recorded this, like, David Bowie showed up in, like, full-on David Bowie and, like, sat next to old Bing Crosby. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's this guy? Like, David Bowie? Like,
kind of. Great. Actually, kind of.
Good. That's the version I want to see because Bing Crosby, it looks miserable in old. I think he was. This is a belief of mine that Bing Crosby was held hostage by the studios back then because every time he shows up in anything, he looks miserable. But he's there. Just eyebrows don't raise. He's just singing along, but he knows he's going back to the dungeon after the recording's done because he's held hostage. This song,
yeah, but that's where the well of whiskey was. So he was willingly
that makes
going
sense.
back.
That makes sense.
Kirk, I'm throwing so much shit at people today.
I think the fact that this song exists is cooler and more interesting than the song itself. I don't necessarily agree with Cody. Like, I don't think the voices clash, but I just don't love the song. The story I've always heard, I don't know if this is apocryphal or not, but I've always heard that the reason they wrote it the way they did is because they were just going to do Little Drummer Boy, and David Bowie was like, nah, I'm not just going to sit here and sing that with this old man. I'm going to do something else. So they wrote like his part of the song in like 10 minutes and like right before they went on. And I think you can tell like it's this one of those like very generic Goodwill Christmas songs that they just kind of slip in there. So I don't think this is an awful pick, but I do just the idea of the song to me is better than the song itself.
All right, Brooklyn. Well, you get to have another pick. So what's your number 4?
So up until about 2 weeks ago, this would not have even approached my radar. And I think it's the most modern song that's being picked so far. I never would have thought there could be a song where two voices are like essentially one-upping each other, and it works so well. I'm talking about Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande and their song "Santa, Can't You Hear Me?" It's just got so much power to it, and like you're blown away even like second, third, fourth times around hearing it. I think that bass line is impeccable, and I really like the arrangement of it. How they're going basically line for line, and it's just there's something really cool. And like when you get to the O's part, and they're like just trying to get higher and higher, and I just really appreciate the craftsman in it. And there's like it's uplifting, but it has kind of the sad note about it. Like it seems like it's kind of about a breakup, and it's like not really getting what you want over the holidays and whatnot. But like I never would have thought that Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande's voices work together, because I think they have incredible voices amongst themselves. But yeah, this song caught me completely by surprise this year.
Let's start with Cody on this one.
I don't know. I've never been a fan of Ariana Grande's voice, to be honest with you. I think she's talented, but it sounds very whiny most times that I hear it. So it just is off-putting. I think Kelly Clarkson has a shot to be on could do a lot of these songs, because she has a Christmas album that is very good. But yeah, it's just not for me.
Old man Cody complaining about the modern stuff.
Nope, didn't complain about the modern. I said Kelly Clarkson deserves to be on this list. I did not say Ariana Grande. So.
These young kids and their TikToks and
these dang whippersnappers buying all the pudding up. Anyways.
That's okay, Cody. You and I can watch Matlock together at 8:00 tomorrow. Kirk.
No, thank you.
It's a good song. Can I be honest with you? I didn't realize Ariana Grande was part of this. Like, I've heard this song. I think Kelly Clarkson kind of takes the reins on this, because I've always just thought of this as a Kelly Clarkson song. And yeah, it's a fun Christmas song. I like it.
I didn't know the song existed. I'd never heard of it before. I knew that both of them have done separate Christmas music. I've literally never heard this song before, so I can't say anything about it. I was listening to it while you guys were talking, and I'm like, I've never in my life. So with that, I'm going next.
Back to 1936, where a song busted on the charts.
Man.
And my grandpappy was playing it in the DJ booth. Go ahead. Sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna. Oh God, do I do this? Because I love this song, but I know that people don't.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Eartha Kitt's Santa Baby.
Jesus Christ.
Look, is this song stupid? Absolutely. And I think that everyone who was making this kind of knows how cheesy and goofy it was. But I think that Eartha Kitt kind of playing into that like smoky sleaziness of it just is like the absolute right fit for how dumb this song kind of is. It's cheeky, it's fun, it's playful, it's in on the joke, and I don't know. Anytime it comes on, I just like thoroughly enjoy it. So let's start with Brooklyn.
Oh dear. Yeah, I can appreciate it. It's like just like how she kind of tiptoes around the song, and like how the horns really kind of balance it out, because they're really loud and kind of take over at times. And like especially like the I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. And like Badu. I like there's some tongue in cheek to it, I guess, and like Eartha Kitt's been really able to kind of give that kind of tone to really like anything that she does. But yeah, I'm glad that you didn't pick the Michael Bublé version because that one came on at work today, and I was like, man, this is just watered down nonsense.
Kirk.
I'm just breathing a sigh of relief because you said Santa Baby. Thank you for leaving the Madonna version for me to draft because dodged a bullet there. No, do people not like the song?
I know
wasn't
people
aware of
who
that.
hate this song.
It's fun. I agree that they use it more. It's just fun, and it's like I just love that boom, boom, that repetition of that, and I think her voice is great for it, and just like you said, like the playfulness of it, and like the kind of like naughtiness of the whole Christmas thing. I enjoy. I like this song. It was on my list here.
That makes me happy to hear. Cody.
Fuck no. I don't need a woman seducing Santa. It's the creepiest song of the year. I hate it. I hate this song. It gives me the heebie-jeebies every time. It's just like, Santa baby. Like, no. Santa's about to drink. Oh, no. Santa is not a character. Eartha Kitt found out for everybody, and then all these other female artists decided to find out also. It makes a whole different of sitting on his lap and all that shit just weird and creepy for me, and I'm out. Like, Santa does not need to get decked down by a woman for a better gift. Gross, disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself for.
Zach Ford would tell you to grow up.
That's fair.
You know what's really funny?
When does Zach Ford not tell me everything that I do wrong?
You know what's really funny is that we had one viewer pop in for a split second, and the moment I said Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt, they disappeared.
Oh no.
Yep.
So Cody, all right, you are up next. So tell us whippersnappers why we're all stupid and what should be on here.
See, I don't know if I want to enact my one rule where I can cash in on another song with just a different version. But I'm going to hold off on it. I need this song on the list because it's a go-to for me. I'm going with Silent Night, but I'm going with Kelly Clarkson, Reba McEntire, and Trisha Yearwood's version of it. I think it is absolutely outstanding version of it. I think you can argue 7 different ways that there are better songs, better versions of it, sure. But this is the version that I really like. Again, I hold this, I don't hide this at all. I like country music a lot. But I think their voices and they each have different parts of it. I think it just works out perfectly well. And I think Silent Night is like a quintessential like Christmas song that I have to have. So
I'm gonna toss this one over to Brooklyn first.
I haven't heard this one yet. Go to me last.
Kirk, have you heard this one?
I have not, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the right version of the song. There are a lot of really good versions of this song, and I can't imagine this is among them, or at least at the top level.
Yeah, I have not heard this version either. So, I mean, I think Cody took the Paulo Yama route, where he picked something that none of us have heard, so we can't criticize it. So you know how
I did not assume that you did not hear this version. It's from her album. I figured everybody heard it. That's my bad. But I did not do the Paulo yet. Don't. No. Have you heard Silent Night? Now think about Kelly Clarkson singing it. Does it work for you or does it not? That's basically where you have to look at.
Well, if that's the case, the answer is no. So
yeah, it's fine. I'll tip this pick because I won't be picking it myself. Mariah Carey's version of Silent Night is probably my favorite version of it, and I can't wait for Shania Twain to release a version of Silent Night so that it can be like, listen, we have a great version of Silent Night, and it's right there.
Okay, Kirk, you're up. Number 4 and number 5, your last ones.
All right, 2 picks here. Like I said, I have my last one locked in, and there's so many good songs left that I want to pick. but I definitely want to balance out the sacred and the secular here because those are both very important to me. So I'm going to have them both well represented in my list. So I'm going to go with my favorite, all-time favorite sacred song, which is "Oh Holy Night." And I'm going to go with a version not as used to be a little more popular as now. I'm going to go with Michael Crawford's version of this. And I'm picking him because I think that the music doesn't really change with this. I mean, any version you hear of this, the music is almost identical, and it relies mostly on the voice. And you just need to really, and the music, the whole song rests on how you hit fall on your knees. That's the key to the song, and I think he hits that the hardest and the best of any version I've heard. And I think he just overall has the strongest voice for it. But yeah, I love this song. Like I said, just the words and the lyrics and what it means really touch me every year when I hear it. And his version, his voice is just so beautiful. So that's my favorite version of one of my favorite songs.
Cody, let's go to you.
I haven't heard this version, but I can tell you that there's other versions that are better. Because that's just exactly what Kirk just did to me. Kirk you just did the exact same thing to me, sir. I've been 500 Stones. I vetoed Brooklyn's Terrible Christmas Song and put "Oh Holy Night" by the Canadian Tenors. I think that's the best version. I love all the voices for that song. But overall, this is going to be my next pick is "Oh Holy Night." I think it's that and "Silent Night" are like 1-2 for me. So I will not talk bad. I think any version is a good version to have on this list. So, and I agree, the fall is crucial. And I also think if you don't do the third verse, you're a fraud. That's just my opinion. If you don't do it, don't do it. You got to do it all. If you do it all. Don't just cut it out.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I have a weird kind of like spot for "Oh Holy Night." I hear it so much, like I hear it so much at church, especially during Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and whatnot. Like there's one person in our choir that
one
does
time a year.
That was that.
Nothing. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, yeah. So they do it, and I kind of like I try to reserve it for that time or whatever. So I don't like to admit this, but I'm going to admit it anyway. The only version that I ever put on Spotify is the NSYNC version, just because of how different it is from like all the other versions. It's like it kind of just keeps it fresh. So, and I would never put that version on my draft, but it's just the one that I always go back to.
Okay, here we go. I love "Oh Holy Night." I think "Oh Holy Night" it's like between that and "Oh Come All Ye Faithful," and "God Rest You Merry Gentlemen" are like the three like classic Christmas songs that I love the most. Oh man, my theater people are going to hate me for this. I've never liked Michael Crawford's voice. I've always thought it's been a little willowy. It's been kind of reedy. It's just never ever worked for me. And not to say that he isn't vocally talented. I think that he is, but his voice has just like the tone of it has just never ever worked for me. And whenever I hear him now, all I can think of is him in the Phantom of the Makeup Mask and Mask. Doesn't matter what he's singing. He could be singing "Who Let the Dogs Out." That's all I would see him. So that's just me. But Kirk, you have the fifth pick as well, so it's your turn again.
Okay. This is always going to be my fifth pick because I knew no one else was going to take it. I don't really know what the consensus opinion is on this song, and I don't care. This may lose me the draft. It may win it for me. I don't know. But I'm taking it because it is very personal to me. We're going back to Bing Crosby, and the song is Melakaliki Maka. Have fun spelling that, buddy.
I love it.
And here's the reason why. One of the things I love the most in the world is Christmas time. And one of the things I hate the most, maybe the thing I hate the most, is winter weather. So it's a very difficult time for me. and I could put this song on and close my eyes, and here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night, and I can just close my eyes and go to my happy place and pretend I'm somewhere where human beings are meant to exist, and there's no snow and there's no sleet, and there's no risk of anybody dying on the drive home because there's 2 feet of snow, and it's just the perfect, my ideal Christmas of what that will be. So yeah, and I think it's just it's a fun song. It's catchy. You got ukuleles, you got the Andrew sisters coming in, sing along with Bing. Doesn't get any better than that. So yeah, this is one I am playing often at Christmas time.
So I will give you this. This is the best version of this song.
Yeah.
This song sucks, though. Oh. This song sounds like
to the old man.
This song sounds like it was written by a white tourist who is just like, I like this. I like this Hawaiian spirit. Let me see if I can write a Hawaiian Christmas song. I feel like it is cheesy and corny and like fluff in like the worst possible way. The only reason it's not the worst thing is because whatever, like Christmas Island or whatever that, like, Don't You Want to Spend Christmas on Christmas Island is a worse version of this song. So I'm glad it makes you happy. That's the most important thing. But this song is just stupid. It's stupid. Brooklyn.
Yeah, I almost did a double Bing Crosby pick whenever I did Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth, little drummer boy. I adore this song. They're just having so much fun. But I was like, I got to diversify my portfolio and have some depth in it and whatnot. But I love the moments when he's going off rhythm and whatnot. Like you can tell that he's just kind of like he's really having fun with the lyrics and whatnot. Yeah, I think the blend really works of, like, again, his low voice, but then like the high register of the backing vocals as well. But yeah, it's just, I love these like tongue in cheek kind of style songs, and it's fucking awesome. I'm glad that you picked it because I was worried that it wasn't going to get picked.
And Cody.
I mean, Kirk's like, I don't know if I win the draft. Yeah, lost. Listen, I bet this is like the version for Italians that sing Dominic the Donkey. Like,
you leave Dominic the Donkey out of this.
Trash.
No tippy.
Ridiculous. Okay, ridiculous.
That's
there's a clip.
That's a slanderous comparison, by the way. Slanderous.
There's a clip of a guy from Philadelphia showing Pat Beverly this version of Dominic the Donkey, and he's just like, that's not my Christmas. But no, this song is fine for the most. I'll hear it, but I will never. One, I don't know how to spell it, so I wouldn't be able to type it in. But two, I don't even know how to find. Yeah, that's a song's fault. So.
Oh my god. Once this is done, I'm going to listen to Dominic the Donkey while watching the Italian market Yule log where it's just a trash can on fire.
Make sure you have some chicken cutlets with you. Jesus Christ.
All right, so Cody, you are up with your last pick of this draft.
Yeah, so I was going to go a bunch of different directions. I was going to do A Holy Night as my last pick. I don't want to tip more picks, but there were more in that vein of Jesus being born, was going to go there. But I have to go with the Christmas song I hear every year. And the only reason I hear it is it's from a movie. I'm doing Christmas Vacation. from Christmas Vacation. I love that song. It's a great opening to that movie. I listen to it outside the movie. It's a whole lot of fun. So it's going to be my clear pick. At the end, I was like, this is a song that I don't even have to hit play on an album or a song. I just click the movie and it plays it all out. So, yeah, Christmas Vacation.
Oh, here we go. I've watched Christmas Vacation one time. I don't remember this song at all. I didn't care for Christmas Vacation as much as other people care. But now that I'm older, it may resonate with me more. I've always admitted that. So I've got nothing
That
to
is
say.
one of the rudest things that you've ever said to me I've ever heard. Like, you could have insulted my children. You just said that you found it not funny. That you just don't understand humor. That's what it is. That's crazy. Happiest bunch of assholes this side north. Yeah, whatever.
Brooklyn, let's go to you.
Okay, I really respect this pick because this is out of left field. I love the movie. This and Alf, I think, are the only two that I like consistently play every year. The only downside of this is that this song was made in the 80s, and it takes everything from the 80s and meshes it into the song. Like, you know that song like Rosanna, like Meet You All the Way.
By Toto, yeah.
Yeah, Toto uses that exact same tone of the bass line in that, and it's like that's all I can think of when I hear the song outside of the movie. In the movie, it's great because it sets up the Griswolds really, really well, and just kind of like how smarmy they are. But yeah, I respect it more than I like the song.
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Kirk, this seems right up your alley.
Yeah, this is Mount Rushmore Christmas movies for me. We watch this every year, and I really want to dump on Cody's song because he dumped on mine, but I really can't. This is one. I mean, this is special to me because, like I said, the family watch this song every year. Every time the song, the movie opens, we're all singing along, and we just, the rest of the day we're walking around. Christmas time is here, and
yeah.
And so it's another song. The song is part of the movie, and the movie is very much like, okay, again, it's Christmas time now. Not the best Christmas song in this movie. The best Christmas song in this movie is Melikilikimaka, but still, it's probably the third best Christmas song in the movie. I'll give it that. But if we do if we do honorable mentions, I'll talk about other ones. But it's a good pick.
We will do honorable mentions at the end. Okay, so I'm up and I'm split between two. Because we're near the end, I'm gonna be okay with saying this because I don't think Brooklyn's picking either of these unless he didn't think of either of these. So I'm really split between "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" by Thurl Ravencroft, or "Is That You, Santa Claus" by Louis Armstrong. And I think I'm gonna go with "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." It kind of fits my spirit around this, as y'all have watched. I seem to be the Grinchiest one on this panel. But it's just melodically, it's just so interesting, and it's like ear candy to me. Thurl Ravencroft, I want more basses. I want more basses in my Christmas music. For some reason, bass just sounds so good when it comes to this kind of year. And it's just like it's the Susiness of the lyrics, just like the creativity in the imagery it creates. It's just so much fun to me. So I'm gonna go with that one as my last pick. Kirk, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch"?
It's fine in the context of the show. I just don't like it. It doesn't. I mean, it's a Christmas song. I'm not going to start that debate, but like, it doesn't feel any kind of Christmas for me. It's just a song about the Grinch, and if the Grinch, stole the 4th of July, it would be the same song. Nothing would really change about it. So that's my biggest knock about it. Like, whatever, like, it's like a record scratch whenever you're listening to Christmas music and this comes on. And like I said, I'm not going to debate that it shouldn't be on, but for me personally, it just doesn't really scratch the Christmas itch.
Let's go to Cody next.
Probably the second best version of this song. The best one is in the 2000s Christmas. The Grinch Stole Christmas.
Who does that version?
It's listed as Jim Carrey, but I don't think he does the entire thing. So I don't know who does it. But overall, way better version, way better movie. Also, go check it out.
No.
100%. 100%.
No.
Yeah, I would watch
Oof.
the 2000s
Oof.
like 12 times before I ever watched that cartoon one sucks. Let's be real. But the
I'm so
movie
embarrassed for
quality.
you.
Well, you shouldn't be. I almost drafted. Where Are You Christmas? Don't tempt me. So overall, but yeah, the way better version. Second one, sure. Not even a movie, so we don't even need to argue about that. It's a TV special, not a movie. So the only movie that counts, mine. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Brooklyn.
Yeah, I don't know what Cody's eating over there, but the '60s Grinch version is far superior. I did consider this song, but not this version. I can't find who exactly it's by. It was on growing up. It was on this weird medley of songs. It also had Christmas Shoes, which is this incredibly sad song. But it's like the Canadian Tenors or that kind of group. Like it's a group of men, and there's this real raw kind of energy to it. But I really appreciate the song and like the little intricate moments that this version in particular has. Throw Ravenscroft is fucking awesome.
All right,
Also,
Brooklyn. Yes.
Also, it's really annoying when you have an Alexa or anything or Siri and you say, "Hey, play this song," and then you know it plays. They say, "Oh, You're a Mean One" by Tyler the Creator. Let me tell you, very angry in my household. Very angry because you don't know who terrible times. That animated thing is a piece of garbage.
Oh, I like Tyler the Creator, but no. All right, Brooklyn, you have the last overall pick. What is the final song getting picked tonight?
All right, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret that I don't think I've told anybody. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian, and I haven't picked any Canadian songs. And like coming into this, I knew this was going to be my last pick because I knew this. What's that all be?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
But yeah, the song that I'm picking is from a Newfoundland band called Great Big Sea. It's called The Seven Joys of Mary. Obviously, like around here, there's a big influence of like Celtic and folk and whatnot. And this basically for percussion, it uses like a bodhrán. If you've ever seen like an Irish band, you've seen it. It's just like they hold it on their shoulders and they have like the one little kind of stick, and it's very kind of fast and whatnot. But it's like that, a guitar and accordion. And it's very almost like kind of sea shanty-esque. Like Alan Doyle, the lead singer of the band, has a really nice kind of sing-songy style to it. And then especially when you get to like they'll do like the first part of the verse, and then like the fourth line or so, they'll repeat it back, and then you get these really nice like bass and baritone kind of voices in it and whatnot. And then the chorus of it, "Oh Father, Son, and Holy Ghost for all eternity." I thought that was a really kind of cool one as well. But I think it's on when they go from 4 to 5, they do a key change, and they bring in like the I think it's a pan flute or like a tin whistle, and like the accordions as well. And there's just like I really like the energy around it, and then just the little harmonies that they add in near the end, and then how they kind of arrange it and whatnot. I don't imagine. I think Kirk might have heard it because I brought it up on Christmas covers, maybe. But Andrew and Cody, I don't think you've heard it, but go check it out and listen to it. I think it'd be right up your alley, especially Cody, previous Canadian songs that I've shown you in this neck of the woods.
So I have heard this version. I have heard this song. Yeah. For me, it's the same reason why I don't like things like 12 Days of Christmas or things in that nature, it's just so repetitive that I'm kind of just like, I get it. Yeah,
But
I see
Santa
what you're doing.
Baby, is it repetitive?
Santa, no, it's not. It's not. If you listen to Santa Baby, it's not. Uh, so I just it's not one for me. But I get the Celtic feel. Like once it actually gets into that Celtic instrumentation, uh, Payson. Once it gets into
He's a
that,
moron.
once you get actually into the Irish instrumentation, like that part I really like. But then it just goes right back into it, and I'm just like falling asleep with like drool hanging off the side of my mouth. I like Great Big Sea. I like what they do, but this one's just not for me. Kirk.
Yeah, sorry, I just reacquainted myself because I did hear it when Brooklyn brought it up on that the last show we did together. But no, I like this. I like incorporating folk music into Christmas music because I feel like that's what Christmas is about. It's just everybody's different traditions, different, where you're from, what's Christmas like where you're from, what does this music sound like. So this feels like something like if you went to like a little village somewhere in Newfoundland or Ireland or somewhere like that, you could walk into a little pub on Christmas Eve. This is the kind of thing you're going to hear, and that you feel like you're walking into that when you hear that. So I think this is I really like this. I like finding Christmas music that sounds different, stuff I haven't heard before. Not just new versions of songs, but just completely new music for me. So I enjoy stuff like this. So I think this is definitely a good value 5 pick.
And Cody.
You said this is from Canada?
Yeah.
They can stay up there. Listen, just like when we get into engagements and you try to back us and you back out, like that's the same thing. Keep this up there. We don't need to entertain that. This thing was terrible. I would listen to Dominic the Donkey over this stuff.
Jiggity jig.
No. Both.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Any I'm gonna put this out there. Any last any honorable mentions that anyone wants to throw out there?
That's duh. But
I feel like the fact
let it snow. Go ahead, Kirk.
No, you go ahead.
Let It Snow, Let It Snow to Snow by Dean Martin. Run, Rudolph, Run by Chuck Berry. Please Come Home for Christmas, the Eagles. Do You Hear What I Hear, Whitney Houston. Santa Claus Is Coming to Town, the Jackson 5 version, I think is the other one. I was going to take one of the two. Step Into Christmas, Elton John.
Mm-hmm.
More of a modern one that's not as popular, that's new, is Kelly Clarkson's Underneath the Tree. I think is a really good song. I'm mad that I didn't get It Doesn't Matter. Oh Come All Ye Faithful. I think that's just an awesome song around this time frame. I just couldn't find the right version for mine. And then What Christmas Means to Me by Stevie Wonder. Those are the ones I didn't.
Oh, good choice.
It's weird that I didn't have any Steve Martin or Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra on my list.
It would be weird.
Yeah.
It would be more weird
because that's like my whole Christmas music playlist kind of centers around them, so it's weird I didn't pick anything from them. I would say the second best song from Christmas Vacation is Spirit of Christmas by Ray Charles. Ronettes, I would have taken I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus for Frosty the Snowman. Otis Redding, Merry Christmas Baby. Anything by Trans-Siberian Orchestra could have made it on the list. And the song Mary's Boy Child. The only reason it didn't make my list is because I couldn't pick a version. There's two great versions. Harry Belafonte doing. I think it's the original, and there's almost like a dance remix version from like the 80s or 90s that is also really great. So I just couldn't narrow that down, which is why I didn't make my list.
Oh, Mary, did you know? I didn't put that one in there, but I could have picked a million versions of
That's
that.
another good one.
Did you know?
Ooh, sing it. Let's go. Tanner, right? We're gonna do
That
it.
one's in the public domain, so we could get away with that one. Brooklyn.
Jingle Bell Rock by Pentatonics. That was another modern one that kind of caught me off guard this year.
No Pentatonics this entire draft.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim Green.
Do you hear what I hear? Whitney Houston. It's Christmas All Over Again. Tom Petty, and the other one was, what was it? Oh fuck. God damn it. What was it? Fuck. I'll throw it in a. No, I forget. It must not have been that important.
A few other ones that I had, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams. This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. That one was like kind of close for me. Nat King Cole's version of Oh Come All Ye Faithful. And I like the Carrie Underwood version of Do You Hear What I Hear? So with that being said, oh, hold on. Anyone remember the Key of Awesome? They did the parody of I'm Sexy and I Know It Collapsed.
Oh, see, an honorable mention that definitely wouldn't have gotten picked.
Block it.
Almost did for the memes. All I Really Want for Christmas from the Family Guy Christmas episode. It's like full on parody, but it's actually like it can actually make you cry in moments.
So thank you all for watching.
I assure you, it will not make me cry in moments.
Here's a list.
What is? Oh, hey, look at that, guys.
Oh, nice.
So
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So as you can see on this lovely board that Brooklyn made, Kirk chose Christmas Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love. God Rest You Merry Gentlemen / We Three Kings by Bare Naked Ladies and Sarah McLachlan. Happy Holidays / Holiday Season by Andy Williams. Oh Holy Night by Michael Crawford. And Mele Kalikimaka Merry Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Some respect on that, please.
How much
Cody
respect
has,
can you put on that?
Cody has White Christmas by the Drifters. Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. The live version. Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes. Silent Night by Kelly Clarkson, Reba McEntire, and Trisha Yearwood. And Christmas Vacation by Natalie Campbell and Dominic Hauser from Christmas Vacation, the movie. I had All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. A Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives. Christmas Time Is Here by the Vince Guaraldi Trio. Santa Baby by Eartha Kitt. And You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch by Thurl Ravencroft.
My great-grandpa would love your list.
That's what I'm going for. I'm going for the people in this episode.
the old
folks home. And Brooklyn has Christmas song by Nat King Cole. It Came Upon a Christmas Clear by Frank Sinatra. Little Drummer Boy.
It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Sorry.
It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. I'm sorry. Little Drummer Boy, Peace on the Earth by Bing Crosby, David Bowie. Santa Can't You Hear Me by Kelly Clarkson and Ariana Grande. And Seven Joys of Mary by Great Big Sea. I would have done it as an overlay, but we don't give StreamYard enough money. Not enough money. I'm going to be making a playlist for anyone in the Video Store Facebook group, comprised of all of the songs that we picked today, as well as some of the honorable mentions that were mentioned at the end, so everyone can enjoy the holiday spirit that we have talked about today. Also, I'm going to be putting up a poll. Pick a winner for this episode. So with that being said, thank you all so much.
Festivus poll.
Should we put a bet on this poll? Like the loser has to listen to certain.
I don't think you want to do that.
I like my chances here. I got a nice mix.
I don't know if I like my chances. That's the problem.
Are they going to be anonymous on the poll?
What's that?
I don't think
the person is our names going to be attached to it, or is this just 1, 2, 3, 4?
Well, it depends on if people watch the episode or not. Then they'll know.
Well, right. It encourages them to watch and see who drafted.
So then Payson will know if whose list it is.
Well, Payson sucks, so.
We'll we love you, Payson.
One vote
We'll
against
decide
Cody.
after we end the stream. But thank you all for watching. Enjoy the season. Happy holidays to you all, and have a great rest of your night.
Drive safely.